Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Capitalize Your Best podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and we help you capitalize on what you do best to grow your revenue. Here on the Capitalize Your Best podcast, we offer practical solutions, strategies, and tips on how you can grow your marketing, ultimately grow your business. So, thank you so much for returning. This is our Wednesday show. And every single Monday, I have a personal podcast called This Is Going to Hurt. Please check that out. But on Wednesdays, it is business. Now, I want to share a little story, and then I've got a screen share for you. I was in Raleigh earlier this week, and I was reading an older book, a book from 20 some years ago called How to Become a Marketing Superstar. It's a bit older, it's a bit dated. But this book played a significant role in me starting my first business. And I thought, well, let me go back and see what we can find there. And one page just had me sitting, and it was describing a four quadrant graph, with an X and a Y graph, and there was information in the middle. And then it just got me thinking. It was thinking about the approach here. And so literally, I sketched out this four quadrant graph. I've thrown it into AI. It's not going to come up right now. I'll give you a cleaner version. But what this graph is, what it illustrates, what it depicts, is the relationship between your social media posting and your revenue. Now, you can't just post and expect revenue to come. But if you are consistent and produce a massive amount of content, you're going to get better and better. If you speak to a target audience, you're going to get their attention. And if you can show them that you can solve their problem, you're going to grow your revenue. So let me share this graph. I've literally just finished it just a second ago. And like I said, I'm going to eventually have this created in either an Excel spreadsheet, or I'll have it created through AI. But here we go. On the X axis here, you can see consistent posting and sporadic posting. And on the y-axis here, you have sporadic revenue and consistent revenue. So you can see sporadic, consistent. So there's a relationship between doing things sporadically and being consistent. Doing things sporadically, being consistent. The X is about our posting, Y is about our revenue. Let's go into each one of these quadrants, okay? So here in the bottom left, if you are posting sporadically and you're getting sporadic revenue, that means you're not really doing a whole lot of social media marketing and you're not getting a whole lot of money. Here's what's going on. You got to get off your butt and you got to do the work. You have to market yourself. If you don't have the clients, you have one job: market. That's it. Now, I'm assuming you've already got the skills to do your job. Do that too. But if you don't have the revenue, you've got to be posting more consistently. So sporadic posting is only going to get you sporadic revenue. And so what's going to happen is you just got to get off your butt and you've got to do the work. Okay, that's just it. There's no other substitute. Now, look way up here. Let's say you're posting consistently and you still have sporadic revenue. Okay, that's this top left right here. So consistent posting, but sporadic revenue. You're doing the work, but you're not getting the revenue yet. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to speak more specifically to your target audience and make your offer more clear. So if you're doing all the work, you're posting, you're not getting revenue, then you're probably not getting your target client's attention. And when you do get it, they probably don't know exactly what it is you can do for them. So remember, it's massive amounts of content that's here, convincing the target audience you can solve their problem and increase revenue. So if you're doing the work, you're posting every day, just grinding, but you're not getting the revenue, more than likely the problem is your target client up here at the top left isn't aware that you can solve their problem. So speak more specifically to them, address their emotional needs, address their physical needs, address the problem that's got to be solved, and let them know what your offer is and how to do it. That's what you've got to do here when you get the consistent posting, okay? Consistent posting, sporadic revenue. This is solution. Now let's get here to the bottom right. You've got sporadic posting, but consistent revenue. This one is very rare. It's very rare that you can post sporadically and you get consistent revenue. But if that's the case, if you're not doing a lot of marketing, but you're getting the money, here's what you need to do. You need to improve your quality to make sure that every single thing you put out is amazing. and expand to other platforms. If you have somehow figured out how to not do a whole lot of social media marketing, but you've got consistent revenue, then get better quality. Make your quality posting, the little bit you do, make it look amazing, and then go into other platforms. If you can just post a few times on Facebook and get revenue, then just go over to LinkedIn, post a few times there, get revenue. Go over to TikTok, go over to Blue Sky, X, I don't care. But if you have somehow figured out how that you've got their attention, you want to make sure your quality is amazing. You want to make sure you're across all the platforms. But up here on the right, that's where we want to be. You want the consistent posting and the consistent revenue here in the top right. Here's what I want you to do if that's the case. I want you to learn more about your industry. I want you to become the expert in your industry. If you're posting and you're getting the money, become the expert, become the go-to, and then pour on the fire. Figure out how to put more money and more time into this so you can grow the more revenue, because the more you post, the more money you make, then you're just going to keep posting, right? So become an expert and pour on the fire. This is the relationship generally for most folks. Typically, folks are down here. They're like, I post every now and then. It didn't work for me. Well, you're not going to get much revenue. Sometimes you're posting a lot. You're not getting the money. Well, then you got to get better at what you're posting. Speak more to a target client audience. You got to make sure your offer is clear. Here is very rare. Bottom right, that you are posting sporadically, but you're getting the money. Okay. Make sure what you're posting is top quality, and then go on to other platforms. So up here in the top right, that's where we want to be. Post consistently, making revenue consistently, then become the expert, and then pour on the fire. Now, I'm going to turn this into a proper graph. Going to go into Excel or chat or something, have it created. But right now, this is the picture. I just went through this last night with the elite group. And so now I'm sharing it with you guys. So let me know what you think. Reach back out. This is the kind of content we want to share with you on the Capitalize Your Best podcast. This time we actually have visuals. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, and I can't wait to talk to you again next week. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.